Let's start from scratch and make a lesson that is linked throughout the internet into our assignments. So start with a folder on your desktop, say, and you'll see that these are regular files, Word and PDFs. Take the PDF out of this file if you're following along with a pre-made folder. And now we're going to load this folder up. And we're going to load it up so it converts all into Google Docs at the same time to save us time in uploading and converting. So go to your documents, log in, go to your documents, and you might see other files that you've had in the past. Okay, ignore that one for right now if you're following along in the session. Now go to the upload and click on folder. Now find that folder that was on your desktop, click on it, and go ahead and hit select. Now this is an option that only you can only get on Google Chrome. You cannot get this on any other browser. Now make sure that it is convert documents, set to convert documents. That way you don't have to go and convert 3 different times. You're just converting everything at once. The folder is uploaded and the 3 documents convert automatically. So you'll see the progress bar down in the lower right hand corner, and now our folder is in bold there, status and roles lesson. It becomes a collection, and automatically those things that were in the folder go into that collection. And now I have a new collection under my collections called status and roles lesson. Alright, so you can see that these are the same exact files as were in your folder on your desktop. Now they're just in Google Docs format. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the next step, which is we had that PDF file. Okay, another way you can drag and drop right into the browser. Again, this has to be Chrome. You don't want to convert to PDF. You can, but it doesn't really keep formatting very well. You'll notice that this is unconverted with this little red symbol. And now you see that I now have the PDF in my documents list. Okay, I uploaded it straight to the collection. Now if I click on it, you'll see the PDF the reading show up here, and you can see it's only 2 pages. It's nice to do, especially for vocabulary. You can highlight the vocabulary that you're working on for the students. It gives them a little bit more understanding of where it fits into the text. So now we have everything uploaded. Let's go ahead and take a look at organizing. You want to stay organized as much as possible. So whenever you upload or start something new, you need to make sure it's placed in the right collection. So right now you should have something called Chapter 4.1 Vocabulary Images. Go ahead and you can drag and drop into the collection these 2 ways, or you can hit the Actions button, make sure it's checked, and you can just click on the collection you want it to be a member of or part of now. And you can see that now this is part of that collection. Alright, and let's go ahead and we're going to upload our lesson template. Now this lesson template is available for any RAST user. And you can see that right now it's not editable. We can't edit this. So we can just go ahead and say browse the gallery, and we can look for something else. And then we can just hit this button, use this template. This is a basic lesson. It has a preview, class activities, questions. And let's name it the unit that it will be covering. Alright, and this will be a running document, meaning that as you do new lessons, those lessons will be added to the top. Now let's rename it from the Documents page. Now we know how to rename from the page itself. Let's go ahead and work on naming it from the Documents home page. So you just click Rename and type in the new name. And you'll see the new name has been put on both the viewer and also the home page. So it keeps synced. And let's put it in our collection so we have it organized. And let's make it even more organized, easier to see. Anything that is in this collection will have the red tag at the edge of it. So we have all our documents now that we need for this lesson. So let's go ahead and make a copy of this if you wanted to, the template again, or go ahead and remove it from my docs list. That way we stay even more organized. So now we have all our documents we need. Again. So type the new name of the unit, and you can start filling out the needed information, the lesson, the date, what class it is, and the cycle day. Now, again, these tags will tell the student which lesson they're looking at. And it's always nice to keep the current lesson at the top of the document so students can easily see it and it's very accessible to them. Now let's go ahead and add our activities. Let's just type in the activities we want to do. I'm going off of those titles of the activities that we've uploaded already. I'm going to add a thing called Quizlet practice though. You'll see how we can connect other sites to our document. So once we have them typed in, you can edit as you need to. For instance, if I want to move this up to here, I Control C cut and Control V paste. Rename. Now I can go ahead and give these numbers to make it even easier to see and read. I can adjust the columns and their widths just like I would on Microsoft Word. Alright, and now let's start linking these documents together. So we're going to open up our vocabulary list here. We're going to hit copy. We'll copy the URL, and here we're going to link that URL to this text, and that will automatically set up a link to the document we want the students to go to, so they don't have to go to different places to get their stuff. They just go right here. Likewise, let's go ahead and go to Quizlet. It's a website providing I guess vocab exercises and so forth when you create them, and flashcard, interactive flashcard media here. So let's copy paste that URL into our text of this document. So now they're going outside of Google Docs, not just staying inside the Google Docs system. Okay, we're going to do the same thing here with the drawing, vocab drawing. So they collaboratively work together on their vocab, and then they have an individual assignment here. So we copy this individual assignment and we link it up to the text just like before. Alright. And let's go ahead and do it again. We copy this assignment, its URL. We link it. You can see we linked it with the top toolbar this time. We paste it in there. And then we go ahead and do the same for number 5 here. Now, we have this reading that we want. Let's put that into our assignment. Instead of putting it just on our lesson, just put it in the assignment that it's related to, so it's easy. Students can just read the directions and click on the reading and then go ahead and do the assignment. So you can link multiple things to either the lesson or the assignments attached to the lesson. And we link it up again. And now we have our links to our lesson. Now you can make these subheadings and so forth as you need to relate the order of which you want the students to do this in. So let's go ahead and test our links. We'll close all these tabs and make sure that our links are good and that they're working. So you can see this link is obviously working. Alright. And you can see spell check. It spell checks most things fairly correctly. Let's go outside our Google Apps programs, and you can see students can go and view their vocab interactively. And then obviously they're practicing their vocab with images. So the links are working, obviously. So once we've tested the links out and made sure they work, they'll certainly work for the students as well. So we go to number 5 and test our last link, and it works. Now notice these documents are still private, so no one really can see them yet. Now like I said, let's go ahead and do a double link. This link is or is on our lesson already, but to make it accessible even more so, let's link it directly to the assignment. So the Quizlet words will be linked to the collaborative words for the students. So you can choose what you want to link to what assignments, but it's good to have everything linked to the lesson because students know exactly where to get it if they lose track of where to go. Alright. So you'll notice it's still private to me. Nothing's changed. We'll be changing that a little later when we get time to do so. Alright. Now, we have all these different activities, and it's doubtful we're going to get in all one day. So let's go ahead and divide this up into 2 lessons. So I've copied, Control C, I paste, Control V, and now I'm editing. This is lesson 2 the next day, and of course we've already done something from the previous class, so we can go ahead and make sure we restart our numbering. As you can see, the formatting sort of carries over a bit. Okay, we're going to get rid of that for lesson 1 because we didn't get to it, and then we just simply take care of the rest for lesson 2. We add those 2 things that we didn't get to, and maybe put a verb in front of it to tell the students what to do exactly with that for that day. And maybe have them start on something even if they don't get it done that first day. So you can adjust, you can manipulate as you need to on the go, and it all stays on one document. All the links stay the same, and now we have 2 different lessons in our unit. You can change the unit. You can change the colors to make it even easier for the students to recognize their different lessons. And now we have our lessons from scratch from our laptop or desktop.